All right, Exodus 23, verse 1.
Exodus 23, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
Right, don't be an unrighteous witness, raise a false report. That's coming from the 10 Commandments. Which commandment is that in the 10 Commandments? No, there's no thou shalt not lie in the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not bear false witness. All right, thou shalt not bear false witness. All right. I don't know. Read on.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a case to decline after many to wrest judgment.
Right, so neither shall thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. So don't try to fight against something that you know is wrong. If you're wrong, take low. Don't try to fight it and wrestle with the judgment. Take your judgment because you know you're wrong. Everybody understand that?
Right.
Read.
Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause.
Right.
If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
All right, so just dealing with verse 3, neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause, meaning that don't try to strong arm somebody that doesn't have defense. All right, because they're poor, then you trying to rough them up, trying to take advantage of them. Okay, this is against just judgment. Read for again.
Thou meet thy enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again.
Right, so we got to be each other's keeper, con? Be your brother's keeper, be your sister's keeper. If something has gone astray, something they belong to them, they drop something, if they drop $1, don't stand on it. Pick it up and give it back to them. All right? All right, we got to look out for one another. Read.
If thou see the donkey of him that hateth thee lying under his burden,
right,
and wouldst forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him.
Right, so now if somebody, you got an issue with somebody, and you see them messed up, maybe they might have a flat tire. You pull up and say, oh, I don't like him anyway. You keep on driving. You can't do that. If you can help out, huh? Even if you got an issue with the boat. You know what I mean? Y'all deal with that issue some other time, but help out. Read.
Thou shalt not wrest the judgment of thy poor in his cause.
Right.
Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked.
Right. Most High saw against a false witness that tries to what? Condemn somebody and don't even know what really happened. Okay? Don't condemn somebody if you don't have the information. All right? So it's very important we don't do that, because the Most High holds you accountable now. You be a false witness, he gonna hold you accountable. And what you witnessed that was false against that person is gonna happen on your own head. A false witness doesn't get away scot-free. All right? They actually get dealt with it. It's in the court system, they say you perjured the court. You go to jail for that. Okay? Read on.
And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous.
Right, so when you are dealing with judgment, you can't take a gift if you're sitting as a judge. If you know this person has given you many gifts and you have a hard time judging this matter, you say, you know what, I can't judge this matter. You got to pass it on to somebody else. Let that man judge the matter. Right? Because you're not an impartial judge at this point in time. You have to be an impartial judge once you judge the matter. Come? Read.
Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for you know that the heart of a stranger, seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Right. Now, if somebody is far, you don't know, don't oppress them. Okay, we were strangers in Egypt. We were new to that land. Right? Everything was good with us until that last Pharaoh rose up. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? When they're established, there's no need to be trying to, throw shots and oppressing someone for no apparent reason. The time that the nations go in their captivity, that's coming. And then nothing they can do about it, and nobody can do about it. They go into captivity. Thus saith the Most High. Let that time come about. You can't try to put them in captivity now. Okay? You jump in the gun. You put in the cart before the horse. Okay? All right, you heard that one before. Right? Read.
And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. For the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, and the poor of thy people may eat. And what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and the 7th day thou shalt rest.
Right. So the Most High gave man a Sabbath, but he also gave what a Sabbath? He also gave the land a Sabbath. Everybody see that? The land's Sabbath is how much every 7th what? Year. Every 7th year, rest the land. Let the fruit of the land, you can eat of it, but don't harvest it. All right, let it fall back upon the earth. This replenishes the soil when you let the fruit fall on the earth. Okay, when you let whatever's growing fall back on the earth. Next, you know, when you let that year pass, and next year your harvest is going to be even plenteous, more stronger. All right. This one Esau doesn't do this. He reaps every last bit off his land. That's why he got to be coming out with GMOs and gene splicing and doing all this weird stuff to get the food to grow, because he don't keep the law of agriculture and resting the land. All right, read.
That thine ox and thy donkey may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed.
Right, and just resting. Every time you keep the Sabbath day, this is your refreshing. When you miss the Sabbath day, it seems like the week just goes straight by. It continue on to the next week. This is that break. This is the time you get to stop doing what you were doing all week, right? And give yourself over to something that you want, and fully give yourself over to the Most High. This is your refreshing. This is where you get the energy from to go and continue your week. You restart, you reset. If you don't have a Shabbat, then your week has no end, right? Because the last day of the week is the Shabbat. So if you don't keep a Shabbat, then you have no last day of the week. So that you continue day after day after day after day without the rest that you need in your spirit. You got to rest your spirit, okay? Or this world will consume you. All right, people be on that grind, come on the grind 24/7. Right? You're in that grind 24/7, that grind never ends. Okay, so you got to reset. All right, that's what the Sabbath is for. Read on.
And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods.
Right.
Neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
Right. So what? All things He given on to us, be circumspect, meaning be cautious. Everything that He taught us, we got to be cautious about what He's taught us. Right? Make sure, check ourselves. Make sure we're keeping these words, keeping these deeds, and make no mention of other gods. Don't give no other god no props, because you're gonna see in this society, they have quotes that supposedly come from these other nations. But when you really find out the matter, it's something that's built from the scriptures anyway. All right? They have this thing called karma. Anybody heard of karma? That's one of the Hindu gods. Right? A lot of people don't know that. That's a Hindu god. Right? But what? All karma is saying is that what the scriptures say. You shall reap what you sow. Give the Most High the credit. Read it according to the word of the Most High. Don't give a damn about no karma. Oh, that's karma. Who's that? Let that name not be mentioned out your mouth. Everybody understand that? That is a false deity. You're giving power to a false god when you make statements like that. Okay, so we gotta be more mindful of that being chosen of the Most High. We're not giving karma no credit. Okay, read on.
3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year.
All right.
Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month of Abib. But in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty.
Right, so what? The month of Abib is approaching. Right? Thursday is a new moon, come? So that begins the month of Abib. So we got to pay attention to these next 2 scriptures, showing that what? These are the things that we're prepared for. So if you have bread products, flour, things of that have yeast in it in your house, it's time to work on getting those things purged out your house. Now, the best way to purge out your house is to eat it. Right? Then you don't waste your money. Right? You don't want to wait till the last day and you got to throw all the stuff away. And next you know, you're trying to find some way to circumvent the law of the Most High. Maybe I just put it in the car. Maybe I do this. Maybe I can't throw away all this food. Well, you have time. Eat it. Get it out of your system. Get it through your system. Right? And this way you won't have to worry about getting rid of it later. Bullshit. So yeah, we come into mother and dog. So you got a lot of time before bed. All right, so that's you got 2 months. Right? But still you can be mindful of what you're buying, what's been sitting in your house for a long time. You know, those macaroni in the box things that been sitting there forever. Eat it, get rid of it. All right. So that you could move on. You know?
In the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering.
So what's the feast of harvest? That's another name for the feast of harvest. The feast of ingathering. Right? Huh? We got Pentecost, right? And what's the ingathering? Tabernacle, right? So Pentecost is the feast of harvest, the first fruits coming out from the earth, right? Getting all your stuff, your first harvest. And you got the ingathering, when you're trying to reap everything in before the winter time comes. You begin the ingather. Okay? Our feast days was built off of our agricultural life. We lived a very agricultural life in Israel. We time things according to how the earth yields its fruits. All right, we were in accordance to the earth. We lived as the earth. We lived under the laws of the earth, right? Or we both shared the laws of the Most High, right? So all our feasts and things were surrounded by the agriculture that which we serve. Okay, and as well as dealing with livestock and things of that sort. You know, a lot of things was according to that time frame. All right, read.
And the feast of ingathering, which is the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. 3 times a year all thy males shall appear before Yahweh thy power.
Right.
Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. The first of the first fruits of the land thou shalt bring into the house of Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk.
Right. What does that mean? Thou shalt not seethe the kid in his mother's milk. What does that mean?
Not supposed to eat meat and drink milk.
You're going off. What does it mean? See the kid in his mother's milk. Nope.
You're not supposed to.
That's true, but that's not what that scripture is.
Eat an animal that's still like getting food from its mother.
That's right. You're not supposed to eat an animal that's still nursing. All right. So it's still too young. Right. No veal in your meal. Okay. So veal is a young animal that's still nursing. Okay. We're not supposed to eat that. They're supposed to grow to a full age before you eat them. But they're supposed to be weaned before you eat them. Everybody understand that? And it's a waste. That's why the Most High said that. You're eating it too early. It's supposed to feed more. This animal is supposed to feed more. But you're eating it early while it's still young, while it's still small. Right? Because you're rushing it, you're being wasteful. That's not of the spirit of the Most High. All right? Most High, we eat things in their fullness. Okay? We eat our fruits in season. Right? We eat our animals, cattle, the things that's made to be eaten when they reach a full age. All right? Hallelujah?
Yeah.
Read.
Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
All right.
Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions. But my name is in him.
Come on.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them all.
Right, and I will do what?
I will cut them all.
Right, so that, yeah, our angel, we have an angel, Israel. Right? Anybody know the name of that angel? That's right, the Mashiach Yahushua. Okay? We have an angel that what gives us power over all our enemies if we serve, if we do what's right. Okay? He said he'll cut off all these nations before us. Okay? That's his promise to us. But we have to do our part of it. We got to keep our part of the bargain up. Huh? Read.
Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them,
Right.
nor do after their works. But thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and quite break down their images.
Right. Destroy all wickedness. That's why they say, well, y'all Israelites always against everybody. Why y'all just can't teach y'all teach? Why you got to be against everybody? Because the scriptures say be against everybody. I mean, it's real clear. It says cut down their gods, cut down their things. You go to the New Testament, it says what? Cast down the imaginations of men, right? And anything that exalts itself against the Most High. So we're supposed to tear down, plunder, and destroy all wickedness on the earth, right? Bringing everybody into the captivity and the obedience to the Heavenly Father. This is what the scriptures say.
That's right.
All right, so this is why we do what we do. All right, not by choice or because everybody's just angry, I just hate them. No, right? We are angry, we are hating, but we are loving the Most High, yeah. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Come, read.
And ye shall serve Yahweh your power, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee.
I mean, how great of a promise is that? That he will take sickness away from us. Man. Nobody want to be sick. Right? That's the worst thing you could be. Right? Because now your body's fighting against itself. It's one thing to fight against somebody else. It's one thing that your own body fighting against its own self. How you going to win that battle? So the Most High said, I'm going to take sickness away from you if you, right, take yourself away from the gods and the different entities of this world and reserve yourself for him. Right? There's no better promise in these scriptures. Read on.
There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill.
That's right. I mean, if you're a woman, you're going to have babies. And you're going to love your babies. You're not going to cast your young. You're not going to kill your children. Right? That's the blessing of the Most High. Read on.
I will send my fear before thee, and I will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee.
Come on.
And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hittite, the Canaanite, the Hittite from before thee.
Right. That's how the Most High dealt with those that dwelt in our land. He sent hornets. He sent bees in there. The bees was his warfare, his weapons of warfare against these nations. Man. Now, you know these hornets was no joke. To make everybody there run away and they had to give straight hell upon these people. Okay? We'll show you the power of the Most High. He can use bees to win the war. And everybody got all this technology talking about what missiles they got, what button they got on their desk. And all these stuff. Listen, most I could use bees and chop all y'all down. Okay. Render you insane with bees. Okay. So we gotta know the power that we serve is far greater. Read on.
I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate.
Come on.
And the beasts of the field multiply against thee.
Right.
By little and little I will drive them out from before thee until thou be increased and inherit the land.
Right. So Moses said, no, I'm gonna do this little by little. So now you're seeing the strategy of the Heavenly Father. He can come and just wipe out our enemy one time, but no, he's gonna break them down little by little as he builds you up. He builds you up and break them down. Therefore, it's a smooth transition between power. Okay, there's not going to be a time where they're cut down and we're not ready to rule. We're not ready to be in power. And next, you know, animals is taking over because we don't know what to do. They gone. They was keeping the gate, right? Right now, the nations are keeping these gates on the earth. They keeping these cities. They're making sure they continue and they thrive and all that. The Most High said He's going to chop them down slowly as He brings us into power. Okay? Because if He get rid of all of them and now we don't know what to do, what's going to happen? Right? That's going to be too much pressure on us. Okay? You know how they do at the job, they have you training the next person that's going to take your position? Right? They don't know that. Right? But that's how the Most High is doing right now. Right? You know, He's training us to take their position as He's ready to chop them down. So we got to rise up to the occasion first. So we're in the midst of that, getting our wisdom, right? Read.
And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand.
Right.
And thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods.
Right.
They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee.
Right.
24. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Most High, thou and Aharon, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Most High, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Most High, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yah have said, will we do.
This will we do. Okay? So they made a deal. They said, all the words of Yah, we will do this. That's a covenant. Right? They said, I do. Right? And now they have to do. Okay? Because they made that covenant. Read on.
And Moses wrote all the words of Yah, and rose up early in the morning, and built an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to 12 tribes of Israel.
Come on.
And he sent young men of children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto Yah. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in a basin, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people And they said, all that Yah have said will we do and be obedient.
Right, so he affirmed it with them. We have to constantly affirm. To this day, we have to keep agreeing to do the word of the Heavenly Father. Or we will forget. We got to renew that covenant. We got to constantly, the Rosh Chodesh, the New Testament is the renewed covenant. Okay? It's the renewed holy covenant between Israel and the Most High. That's the new covenant. Right? It's a renewed covenant. It's just saying yet again, we will do that will. Oh, Yahweh. We will do that will. And Yahweh is saying yet again, he will be our power. Okay? Read on.
And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold the blood of the covenant, which Yah have made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses and Aharon, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw that the Most High power of Israel, that there was under his feet, as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in its clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel, he laid not his hand. Also they saw the Most High, and did eat and drink. And the Most High said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up to the mount of Yah. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matter to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went up into the mount, and cloud covered the mount. And the glory of Yah abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of Yah was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mountain, unto the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
Right, so he was up there, what, in the chariot, up in the cloud, on the mountain, for 40 days and 40 nights. All right, and the men witnessed him going up in it. Okay, getting sealed instruction, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, more so, prophecy, time to come. Everything getting sealed up in Moses. So this is the ending of the portion for the Shabbat day. Let's give the Most High a hand. Hallelujah. Let's give us a glorious portion. I praise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for his mercy truly will go forever. At this point now, we have a couple of business that we need to take care of. First, I'd like to address the Passover. Okay, the Passover. What's the date of the Passover? What's the day of the Passover? That's right, March 30th. So we have yet a small time to get prepared. Today we will be making a list of all the Akim, the brothers, that will be getting garments. If you're getting garments, we need to put your name on the list. If you're just getting a garment, or you get a garment plus accessories, you need to let us know. Garments are 100, and garments plus accessories are 150. Right? You need to get that money in ASAP. By the, we really would like it all by next Shabbat. All right? If you cannot make next Shabbat, let us know, and we'll make arrangements for when you can get it. But we want to know this. Okay? We need to know this. So we also have, I'll start taking names shortly. We also going to deal with the new moon, doing the preparation around the room for the new moon.
Passover Jews.
Passover dues. I was lucky I didn't mention Passover dues. Passover dues. How much is for a family? All right, I'm glad everybody got my text. 100, right? And you get no responses, but it's all good. I didn't take it personal, right? So 100 for the family, 50 for individuals. All right. When I put family, did you see the word next to family? What did it say? No, what did it say next to family in my text? It explained to you what a family was. A family is your household. All right? You know, the people that you feed inside your house, that is your family. Okay? Outside of your household is additional. And what we're asking is if you have many outside your household to please give additional donation. All right, as it seems fit. Okay, as the Most High has blessed you. So give additional if it's outside your household. But if it's in your household and you got 4 people, you got a husband, wife, 2 children, 3 children, 5 children, 10 children in your house, then that's your household, and you will just pay $100 for your household. If you have extended house family members, cousins, mothers, uncles, fathers, stuff like that, you have to give a donation for extended household members. Okay? Everybody understand that? All right. It's all praises. And we need to get this in as early as possible, so we're going to be asking you to please make these donations as early as possible so that allows us to pay the down payments for all the things that we need to do, all the preparation. Okay, we need to lock down the hall for the date that costs us to do so. So Baba Kushah, let's have those monies in. Okay. I think that covers Passover. That covers Passover.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's listening.
All right. How much? All right. Well, let's quiz it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Is your father part of your household? No. Unless you live with your father. All right. Okay. All right. If he doesn't live in your house, he's not part of your household. So therefore, it's additional. The deadline's for the garment scale.
we get a measure next week, Shabbat.
Well, we trying to get our person to come in and measure next week Shabbat for the garments. By next Shabbat, you need to be in, because if we're gonna do measurements, we need to know that you're in the garment or not. Okay. So by next Shabbat, get measured, make a determination. Okay. Make the determination by next Shabbat. If you miss the measurement, then you got to give us your measurements. And if you give us your measurements, they're going to be made to those measurements. Whether you maybe a little medium, a little slim, or it's a little bit too big, that's on you. We're offering to have someone come and measure you so that your measurements can be correct. You can have your latest and greatest measurements. Okay? But if you are able to make it for measurements, then you're going to have to give us your measurements. And whatever measurements you give us, that's what your garment is going to be made to. Everybody understand that? Person won't come back again to do measurements. Okay? It's a one-shot deal on the measurements. Some of you may know your measurement, you don't get it done. But if you don't, make sure you come in and get it done.
I was trying to be in for the measurement because, I had a situation, brother gave me measurement, and God had made all those measurements, it was off. So make sure you're here and you have your measurements done professionally, so you know that those measurements are correct. Because if, once those measurements, the garment is made, it's yours.
That's it. No refunds. Oh, my garment don't fit. I need my money back. Oh. It ain't happening. All right. So we're gonna do remember to also don't forget we got Purim coming up in the month of Adar. We got, that's coming up soon. All right, what's the date for Purim? It's the 28th and the 1st. But on the 27th, we have the Feast of Nicanor. So Nicanor is the 27th. And we got Purim the 28th and 1st of March. So make sure that you keep that in mind. And those of us that's dealing with preparation for Purim, I put it out there. If you have game system, bring them. But I need to know that you're bringing them ahead of time so I can set up an area for your system. Okay, so if you have it, you can bring it. There's going to be several TVs here, so just bring your system so we know when you're coming. Also, board games, things of that sort will be handled, raffles. On the next new moon, which is Thursday, we're going to be doing the grab bag, the names that goes in the hat. All right, we're going to do a spreadsheet this time. Everybody gonna know whose name you have. Well, everybody gonna know whose name everybody got.
No, we're gonna write it down.
Oh, we're gonna write it down. So we're gonna know. Everybody has to let us know what name you got, so we can write it down, so we can keep track of it. Okay? All right. Right. Well, we're gonna keep you. Yeah, it's gonna be a spreadsheet internally. An internal spreadsheet. Any questions?
So what are we doing?
New moon preparation. Can I get a scribe for the new moon preparation? Scribe going once. Scribe going twice. Somebody to write down the names. This is a good way to learn the people's names in your neighborhood. In case you got people in here you don't know their name. When you scribe, you get to know everybody's name. An added benefit. You scribe before? All right, I'll scribe.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What's that now? So you can scribe? Yes, I'm sure. Got 30 minutes to go to this list? All right, your choir is going to scribe. Right? What's that? Did I miss something?
Ready?
All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right, we'll start from the front. La, 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 down for turkey in the blends.
Okay.
Rash's approval. Kahan. Kahan is gonna go last.
Okay.
Shalomar. People are crying for the vegetables, so we put it down. Shalomar's bringing the vegetables. Medley. Yeah, I gotta put a medley on it now. All right. All right. All right. Huh? Josh. Ain't your Hebrew name. All right, Josh. Go ahead. Joshua. Joshua is Yahushua. Yeah. I didn't call you Yahushua. It's tall. That's a tall order right there. I mean, you got height, but then I still ain't about that kind of tall. But all right. All right, Josh. What you gonna bring? Cookies. You gonna bring them cookies? All right. Gotta have them cookies. All right. I know. This is on Thursday. This Thursday coming. You work that Thursday evening? Okay. You can't make it understand. I know you just started working, so that's the last thing you be taking days off. All right, Kudash. You gonna bring chips? What kind of chips, man? Kettle cooked chips, right? Some bougie chips.
No chip, no
Top shelf.
No chip.
I mean, like
No chip for the
$7 a bag chips.
No chips for the new moon. No chips for the new moon.
He said no chips. No chips on the new moon. Once my brother read, that's all he eats chips. All right.
We'll come back to you. Think about it. No chips.
All right. I'm on.
I'll bring lemonade.
Lemonade and what? Chicken Publix. All right, we got Anam. Why you got this down? What's Anam? What's I'm on one?
No, they scratched the chips.
Yeah, we overruled the chips. He got to come back to. You just said like gourmet toasted little small piece of potato. Should have made it sound different. But anyway, who? I know, yeah. So I'm on one.
So you're not bringing chips?
No, we're gonna come back to him. Just leave him blank for now. I'm on one.
Can I say what I'm gonna bring to my seat?
Yep.
I'll bring cabinet.
That's what's up.
Gotcha.
That's what's up. We'll wait. Anytime now. Amen.
Who's next?
Right now we're about to go to Isaac. Lemonade and chicken Publix. Strawberry lemonade?
Yeah.
Where you get that from? Publix?
Yeah.
Okay. Strawberry lemonade and Publix chicken.
Sounds exotic though.
All right. All right. Yatazaka. Let me show you. Arroz con pollo. No mango, no flan, nothing. No porchelas, no empanadas, no. Right, right? Oh, yeah, man. You gotta have those foods, man. All right, we'll come back to him. Zion, I think we shut down a lot of people when you say no chips. Zion?
I'm bringing chips. Lemonade and butter chicken.
Okay. Okay, double portion. Double portion of lemonade. Aria.
Fruits.
Mm-hmm.
I think
You do I thought you were saying something that was fruit. It's just fruit. I got you. Fruits. Put the brother down for fruits. You have me stuff like
strong fruits.
strong fruits. Okay. Put Aria down for fruits. Yeah, strong fruits. Fruit of the vine. Fruit of the tree. Right. Nature's chips. All right. All right. Moshe.
Strong drink.
Strong drink. Okay. That's all right.
So far we got a wet
Yeah,
lighting
we'll
going on.
get ready Manathia.
Got vegetables and chicken.
Manathia.
Rice and beef.
Rice.
All
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Gandules. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Sounds really good. I'm gonna enjoy that. All right. All right.
Rule of thumb, I don't eat nothing I can't pronounce.
So, what say you? I know you be shuffling it up, right? I know you be shuffling it up,
Yeah, it's been a minute since we got
You
a
know?
special.
You know what I mean? I know you be shuffling it up, So, what's happening? What's bubbling over there? Huh? Rice and peas? You have special rice and peas? Oh, okay. Your special rice and peas? All right. I forget what his name. I don't got an evil name, it's hard for me to remember. What's his name again? Fred? Gotta get your evil name, Fred. Anybody with an evil name, for some reason, English names just don't stick in my head for some reason. All right, Fred. Cornbread. Okay. No jiffy. All right. Cornbread. Put Fred down for some cornbread. You got Fred for cornbread? All right. That cornbread. Homemade cornbread. All right. All right, Levi, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let's go. Let's go on Levi. What's happening?
Not sure, I might be out there for the next time. But if I'm told I'm ready something. I'm not 100% sure. I'll do work that out.
Okay. Shumaya? What? You have to go to work Thursday? Are you gonna try to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do
Listen,
you bring Thursday?
When we're using the world and there's certain patterns, people said for the New Year's, they know that this is something that they want to set a trend for the rest of the year. So this is our New Year. You understand? Everybody knows this is the New Year for the year. You know, you should try to make this, make this celebration. This is the first 5 years. So, we gotta get it together. We've been putting.
Yeah, it's the last of the year.
Last year, right?
It's the last of the year. It's a dog.
All right, so, but, I mean, we put the dates out there. You know, we've been putting dates out in advance, you know, for your planner or your schedule. You know, so that the celebration, you know, is a celebration when all of us are here. You know, everybody's participating. But it's all about sacrifice. So, you know, let's try to make all these, you know, holy days, you know, being present and participating.
Right. So you're not sure, Sean? Okay. We got a lot of unknowns on the food. Kind of make it hard for us to plan. We'll see what happens when it comes to the women's side. All right. Manuel? Beef ribs. Put that down. All right. Get that signed and sealed. Kev?
Maybe like peanuts and walnuts or something like that in that area.
All right. Put them down for trail mix.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Was that?
Hurry up.
Aria too? Oh, Stockton. Aria. All right. Asher. I gotta get that approved. I personally don't really have much issue with it, but let me bring that before the board. Because nobody ever said they would bring a pizza to a new room before, so that's a precedent. You got to set a precedent. So we're going to determine if that can go that way. So I'm a little bit confused, huh?
It's cold. It's cold up in the water.
Really cold. Really cold. On a new moon? Oh, no, we eat pizza. I'm not saying we don't eat pizza. I'm saying I've never heard brother bring pizza to a new moon before. So I need some further counsel before I can approve that one. But, you know, I'll get back to you though, brother. You hit me with something right there. All right? Yeah, hit me with a curveball right there. Shamwala. Okay, trades, consensus. All right, how many to go trade? I thought it was something else that I didn't know about. All right, General? Monetary donation. That's for Yakana. Okay. D, what's going on? Pound cake? All right, yeah. He got a pound cake on him. So. Yeah. I heard you may take you 6 hours to make that pound cake. And you be in there all day trying to make that pound cake. All right. That pound cake so good it should be called a ton cake. But yeah. Juice. All right, freshly squeezed. All right. Where's Sam Shore? Hiding from me? Sam Shore, how do you oxen free, brother? Come out wherever you are. He's outside? What are you doing outside? We'll come back to him. All right, Quara, what say you?
Baked barbecue chicken and baked ziti.
Baked barbecue chicken and baked ziti? Okay, shuffling it up. All right, now listen. Hmm? Thursday.
No, I'm telling you, Simone and me gonna bring,
Okay. And what is, oh, you and Sister Simone, fish, okay. Fish cakes, all right. That's good stuff. Young Breezy? Monetary donation? Okay.
oh, she wanted to bring something. Oh, she wanted to bring
How, what? Collard greens? Okay. All right. Parasa?
We're gonna do a rice. Something else, make some chicken.
Make some chicken? I don't know, maybe you do that? Okay.
Baked chicken for tomorrow.
Big one?
Baked chicken for tomorrow, make some money.
Okay. You said put a baked chicken, okay. All right. Since you've been here, no, go back, okay. Understand. All right. I gotta work on these names. What's your name again? Oh yeah, what's your name? Noya. See, I was thinking, I almost said Poya, but that would have been kind of funny. So Noya, right? Noya, are you helping him bring the fruits, or are you bringing something else? Okay, cake and something extra for Noya. All right. Javier? Put a Javier down for buffalo wings. Makita, are you making those, Makita? Sister Makita, there you go. Shalom, sis. All right, are you making those beef ribs? Huh? Potato salad. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, sis. What's the name again? Sharifa? All right, Sharifa. Seasoned rice. All right. That sounds good. Rice with the seasoning. All right. I can get with that. Who's that pretending to sleep back there? Was that Azaria?
I think she has like allergic reaction problem.
She actually sleeping?
She had an allergic problem.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay. She's out for the count? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get her a donation later. I think that covers it. I don't know if you owe me for donations here. All right, what else?
Banana pudding.
Put Karash down for banana pudding. Huh? Banana pudding?
He making it? He making it?
Of course he's making it.
Oh, I know I make it.
Of course he's making it, Doc. But let's reestablish that, you know. Did I get everybody? Anybody I didn't talk to that wants to bring something? All right, Naomi, what you want to bring? All right. Put Naomi down for cookies. Did you figure out what you want to bring? Okay. Small baked pieces of potato. Okay. Seasoned potato. Thin sliced seasoned potatoes that's been fried or baked, aka chips. Right. So now do I have everybody? Did anybody know this? Okay, I still didn't say what, but I'll get his from him. All right, hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, all praises. You're supposed to put pizza question mark next to Asher. Not sure about that. All right. So we'll set up the prayers to close out the Shabbat service. Those brothers that get in garments after the prayer, please come see me so I can put your name on a list and tell me if you're just getting a garment or you're getting a garment and accessories. Come? Imagine Wapanya Yerushalayim standing face Jerusalem. Hallelujah. 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 Who's the power? Who's the power? By Hashem? By Hashem? Rocket Yahweh? By Hashem? Hamashiach? Yahushua? Hawa'ah? Adelanawa? HaShabbat? By Shalom? By Kusham? Shemai? Zapilayim? Barak? Barupah? By Kazak? Wamagan? Washmo'al? Akim? Wa? Akwakim? Wamakusham? Yehovah? By Hashem? Hamashiach? Yahushai? Yochak? Shaitan? Yochak? Shaitan? Yochak? Kol? Rai? V'chayim? Yochak? Kol? Rai? V'chayim? Baruch All praises be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the prophet of Israel. We thank Yahweh for giving us the Shabbat day. We thank Yahweh for all the souls in this room. We thank Yahweh for returning our heritage unto us in these last days and blessing us to know thee and to know what pleases thee in these last days. Father, we shall Yahweh continue to use a lot of Zion, continue to use us to bring Yaquab again to thee. Continue to forgive us for our sins and our trespass, and hold out our iniquity against us, and blot out all our evil dealings, that we might make a new heart and a new mind unto Yahweh, that we might come after thy law with righteousness and with reverence unto thy high and holy name. But thou, O Yahweh, art merciful above all powers. Thou art merciful, and thou wilt not acquit the wicked, but thou shalt save those that repent. Baruch Shai Yahweh received the prayer that is written in Ecclesiastes, the 36th chapter. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say, there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Yaquab together, and inherit thou them, as from the beginning. O Yahweh, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Yerushalayim, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy people be found faithful. O Yahweh, Hear the prayer of thy servants according to the blessing of Aharon over thy people, that all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art Yahweh, the eternal power. The Lord that have breath, praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. The Lord that have breath, praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Hashem Masaki Hamashai, the water of Yad, Amen. Get the most out hand. Hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh perfected praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahweh. Was I to be our ruler? Our enemies shall fall right before our feet, while the saints go marching on. From the top, from the top. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahweh. Was I to be our ruler? Our enemies shall fall right before our feet, while the saints go marching on. Hello, hello. While the saints go marching on and on and on and on. While the saints go marching on. While the saints go marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah, Yahweh. Was I to be our ruler? Our enemies shall fall right before our feet. While the saints go marching. Hello, hello, hello. While the saints go marching, on and on and on and on. While the saints go marching. While the saints go marching on. There's no power, there's no power. There's no power like Yahweh. Praise the Lord. You have heard, always do it. Wondrous things, and all His mercy. Sing it again. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Good God, good God. There's no power. Praise the Lord. You have heard, always do it. Wondrous things, and all His mercy. Sing it again. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time, one more time. There's no power. Praise the Lord. Always do it. Wondrous things, and all His mercy. Sing it again. Hallelujah, hallelujah. make you straight. The most I want you to be just go to the phone. Tell you the spirit of the protection of the angel. Shalom.